Uh, All right, so we're going to be starting with the sponsor bounty presentations. So first up, we have Story Protocol. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the venue right now, but we have a very adorable representative over here who's going to talk about the bounty.
What are you looking at, Edward?
Just rolling ETHDenver bounties.
Fucking way, bro. Story's giving out $20,000 in prizes. We can't miss.
Story, the IP blockchain? I heard they just launched their mainnet.
Story is a purpose-built Layer 1 blockchain designed specifically for intellectual property. You can register IP assets and embed usage terms and royalty agreements via smart contracts, offering IP holders a transparent way to protect, collaborate, and monetize their work in an AI-driven economy.
Dude, no need to go full shield mode on me. You had me at IP. Okay, tell me more about the bounties.
Okay, 10 Gs for building anything related to AI agents and how they interact with IP, or any plugin for AI agent frameworks.
All right, interesting. I actually have a pretty lit idea for a dog agent that licenses out my likeness for commercials. I'm way better looking than you.
Yeah, no, but wait, hold on. There's actually more bounties. This one says if you already have an app, you can integrate it with Story, and there's $5,000 up for grabs there too.
Okay, this could be perfect for my dog food recipes app.
Dude, I fucking love that app. But I think you could also do really well in the third bounty, which is IPFi.
You pee on what?
No, you idiot. Decentralized intellectual property finance, like DeFi, but for IP.
There's also $5,000 for that.
Oh, nice. Fits well with my kibble swap protocol for trading food recipes.
Okay, actually, I think I'm going to go to this.
Dude, let's team up and go. Just don't tell Luigi.
Those stupid dogs think I'm sleeping, but I actually overheard everything, and I'm signing up to ETHDenver right after this nap.
Okay, let me just go and introduce you, all right?
Oh, okay. You got a mic?
All right, next up we have Zircuit.
Great. Welcome to ETHDenver this year, guys. My name's John, and I am here to talk about the Zircuit bounties that we've got going, or prizes, as you will. This year, Zircuit's got 3 prizes, and before I tell you a little bit about what they are, I'll tell you a little bit about Zircuit. Zircuit is an EVM-compatible zero-knowledge rollup with sequencer-level security, so it adds a level of security to your code and your users that other people can't provide. We're really proud of this functionality. Come try it out, and try it out while going for one of our prizes. We have 3 prizes this year, totaling up to $18,000, and the first one is the easiest or the hardest, depending on how you think about it. It is the best app that you deploy on Zircuit. So just put something together that really slaps and really gets people to want to use blockchain. Put it on Zircuit or testnet or the upcoming testnet that we're releasing this week, and you'll be eligible for that category. Make sure you verify your code and use the Block Explorer and all of that. So that's the best general app for Zircuit, but there's also 2 other more specialized categories. One of them is for DeFi AI. So the idea is we want to take AI and get it to do some stuff with DeFi, make that happen using agents or something else, and that's also eligible for a prize. It's the second category. There's $5,000 for that one, and 2 winners. Same for the first category, 2 winners, and for the last one, also 2 winners and $5,000 is the best Telegram mini app. So if you want to get people to onboard into Web3, one easy way to do that is to get Telegram out there and have people just talk to bots or AIs or otherwise interface with it without having to have a clunky Web3 interface. So we want to see some of those exciting projects, and I hope we have some great candidates. If you have any questions or you want to suggest something or you think something else should be eligible, come talk to myself or my other co-founders who are around, or come see us at the booth. We'll be happy to help you out, give you a little bit of tech support too, because we have some mentors on site, or we will. And yeah, build on Zircuit. Thanks.
Thank you, Jan. Next up, we got Nader and Scott from EigenLayer. Round of applause. Let's get some hype. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. My name is Scott. I'm the Director of Protocol at EigenLayer, and we have Nader here as well, Director of DevRel. EigenLayer is a 3-sided marketplace defined by a restaking platform that enables people to take native Ethereum off of their validators as well as LSTs and other tokens permissionlessly to restake them for native yield. It's also a development platform for what we call AVSs, which enables developers to develop off-chain applications but secure them with the power and the security and the decentralization of Ethereum and Ethereum-based tokens. It's also a marketplace for operators to be able to run different off-chain compute, hopefully with sublinear unit economics to develop additional yields for their hardware. So it's a three-sided marketplace. You bring in the money, the hardware, and the software, and that is how EigenLayer scales Ethereum. I could talk about it for 6 hours, but instead of doing that, I'm going to hand it off to Nader, who's going to take it from here. Thanks.
So we have a booth, and I don't know if the booth is starting today or if it's starting when the conference opens, but we also have a few of us floating around, and we're around to answer questions. Me, Scott, Matt, Wes. We're going to have maybe 15 team members here by the time the actual conference opens, but we're happy to answer questions. You can find us in any of the communication channels for ETHDenver, or you can find us in person. But we're excited to be having a very large, in my opinion, and maybe the most bounties we've ever offered at a hackathon. We have $50,000 for developers building an EigenLayer. We have three main tracks for that $50,000. One is the best EigenLayer AVS. So this is essentially a product built on EigenLayer as an AVS. This could be a protocol, a service, an app, whatever. Again, AVS stands for Autonomous Verifiable Service. You could think of it as almost like a smart contract you would write on Ethereum or on Solana. This is a program on EigenLayer. We have first place 10,000, second place 7,500, and third place 5,000. Our second prize, or our second category, is the best EigenLayer application. This means you can actually use an existing service that EigenLayer has already and build something on that. So we have oracles, we have coprocessors, we have AI services. There's all sorts of things already built on EigenLayer. So you can basically just build an app using one of those services to qualify. First place 7,000, second place 5,000, and third place 3,000. And the last track we have is an AI track. So you can build either an AI application or an AI agent. And we have a first place prize of 7,000, second place prize of 5,000, and third place prize of 3,000. So total of 50,000 broken across three categories: AVS, app, or AI app. And that's about it. Thanks for listening to us, and hopefully you have success in the hackathon regardless of where you build. So.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Next up, we got Octo. So give it up for Kushagra and Sparsh.
Hey guys, while Spurs set the bounty page up, I'll give you a quick introduction on Octo. So basically, Octo is building a complete chain abstraction stack from your solvers to provers to unified liquidity layers to the intents. So from onboarding to intents, like we are developing a chain that can solve the entire user experience front of your consumer apps or any of the product you are building on blockchain. So it arises from the basic need that we have created so many blockchains, the ecosystem is fragmented, and it's obvious the user would never move from a superior UX to an underwhelming one. So Octo solves that problem by providing everything an app needs to make blockchain the chain, to make a blockchain app the chainless app. So yeah, we recently launched our testnet like 3 days back. So all the problem statements we are showing here are focused on experimenting a lot with the blockchain and taking a lot of feedback from the developers. So I'll give it over to Sparsh to explain more on the bounties.
Hello, everyone. So we have a total bounty pool of 25K. Divided in 3 tracks. So the first track is all about consumer dApps. So all we are looking here is build great consumer dApps with exceptional UX using our embedded wallets and session key delegations. So This bounty is for $10,000, broken across 7 different places. The first place is 3,000, then 2,000, and the 5 after that are 1,000 each. We also have an optional track inside this is to build a library or an SDK on top of our Octo SDK to provide intent translation. If you want to learn more about this, we have a booth here in the hacker area, and we'd love to talk about it. Second, we have is another bounty for our DeFi focus. So we have a specific bounty for Hyperliquid. So we have integrated Hyper EVM testnet into Octo SDK. So if you are building anything on DeFi, we'd love to talk and just use Octo SDK to build on Hyper EVM, and you're eligible for this bounty. Again, this is being broken down into 7 places, the same as the previous one. And the last but not the least is the AI agent bounty. So we also have a $5,000 bounty on AI agents. So just use Octo SDK and specifically our wallet session delegation features to build an autonomous AI agents, and you'll be eligible for the bounty. This particular one is for 3 places. That's 2,500, 1,500, and $1,000 each. So if you have any questions, we have a booth just in the hacker area, and we'd love to talk. Thank you, everyone.
Right. So next up, we have Polkadot. They're not here, but we have a video that will explain the bounty.
Buildathon. The block-based dev Hi, I'm Luke Shern, Developer Relations Lead in the Boxbase DevRel team. I'm here to present the bounties of the Polkadot bounty tracks of this year's ETHDenver 2025 Buildathon. The Blockspace DevRel team are working with WebZero, which is a full-service events and developer relations. I'm Luke Shern, Developer Relations Lead in the Boxbase DevRel team. Hi, I'm Luke Schoen, Developer Relations Lead in the Space DevRel team. I'm here to present the bounties of the Polkadot bounty tracks of this year's ETHDenver 2025 Buildathon. The Blockspace DevRel team are working with Web0, which is a full-service events and developer relations agency. It's part of the Polkadot bounty team for this year's ETHDenver Buildathon. It's prepared multiple Polkadot bounty tracks and will be managing the hackathon on behalf of Polkadot. It'll be providing on-the-ground support to hackers at the event, and will also coordinate the Blockspace mansion, which is nearby in Denver, that you're also invited to. Beyond its technology stack, Polkadot's a vibrant ecosystem, an economy, and a community. It has world-class documentation and powerful features to enhance your application beyond what you can imagine. It's home to one of the largest on-chain decentralized autonomous organizations. Polkadot's DAO is completely self-governed by its native DOT token holders, who make decisions about funding, upgrades, marketing, and many other categories. Polkadot's mission is to bring Web3 infrastructure that's open, accessible, resilient, and truly decentralized. Polkadot is a sharded and fully heterogeneous network for the people that maintains EVM compatibility. Its technology stack is increasingly being strengthened to support Web3 tenants by providing more resilience, generality, and accessibility, with its flexible block space to enable numerous Web3 applications and high performance with a fast, cost-efficient co-processor and its data availability layer. This is made possible by Polkadot's elastic scaling that allows its rollups to use more than a single core to drastically increase the throughput. It's designed to secure and connect hundreds of application-specific blockchains that power real-world business cases, some of which you'll learn about at the Polkadot booth. Its SDK is a modular framework to build app chains designed to inherit Polkadot's shared security. It has fantastic technological features, including core time, async backing, and Polkadot's API. And as an example of how fascinating it is, and the type of apps that can be built with it, we have OpenGov, open governance for community-driven proposals, a mechanism that allows any DOT holder to propose and vote on proposals that consist entirely of code that's capable of trustlessly executing a proposal's outcome. Polkadot's a network in constant evolution, and soon this year we'll see new advances with Jam, the joint accumulate machine, a new low-level protocol upgrade. Its innovative changes will transform Polkadot into a semi-coherent system so that the boundaries of its shards may be determined flexibly and thereby improving the ease of interoperability between parts of its system. There's 10,000 USD worth of total prize pool at this year's Polkadot bounty tracks. The Polkadot bounty team is made of expert mentors and builders from the Polkadot ecosystem that are also familiar with the EVM to help you submit amazing ideas. We want to welcome you to join one of the largest ecosystems in Web3, and the bounties are designed to inspire builders across 4 Polkadot tracks, including App Chain App Track, Governance Track, Cross and Multi-Chain Track, and the Founders Track. Polkadot wants to support new, fresh ideas like yours and help you learn, play, and develop on one of the most exciting chains in the Web3 space. The Polkadot bounty team for ETHDenver is going to be myself, Daniel Artemendi, Sven Bushbeck, Dercio Hoffman from Web0, Sean Lanleg, founder of Polytope Labs and Polkadot Fellow. Judges include myself, Alyssa Orlov from Just Open Source, Bartosz Barvikovsky from Hacken.io, Phil Kwok from Easy A, and Radhakrishna Dasari from Web3 Foundation. Many others from Web0 are making it possible, including Roman Kemper, Zoe Faircloth handling strategy, marketing, comms, Zoe Dunkels handling creative design, and Daniel Forbes, head chef at Web0. Throughout ETHDenver, we're also hosting a fun, cozy, and educational 8-day hackers house nearby in the Polkadot mansion that's focused on Polkadot ecosystem. It's hosted by Web0 in conjunction with the Polkadot bounty tracks. Its program will feature over 15 different events, including workshops and panels. It'll be the best place to meet other hackers, chat with Polkadot mentors, and many Polkadot ecosystem teams to utilize the open co-working space. It'll also be the best place to hang out and connect at its parties. There'll be a Polkadot shuttle bus transporting hackers from the official venue to the Blockspace mansion. And you can find more information and join us at this Luma link. Simply scan the QR code on your mobile device. See you there. We're really looking forward to seeing your submissions, and good luck, builders.
features which allows it to both sign transactions on Ethereum and also be able to, you can repost information really easily onto ICP. So that means that all the cool features of ICP are really accessible to Ethereum developers, and that are things like doing HTTPS out calls, which means that you can act as your own oracle. You can store secrets on-chain. I'll get back to that one. We can work with timers to do cron-like features. You have access to true randomness and also massive cheap storage, up to 400 gigabytes per canister, which is what we call the smart contracts on ICP. So we have made a significant investment into ETHDenver this year, and we'll be putting out 39K in bounties in 3 bounty tracks, and each track will be awarded with up to 7K for the first place, 4K for the second place, and 2K for the third place. So let's have a closer look at the contents of these 3 bounties. The first one, build an on-chain AI agent or agent framework plugin. So that might be using one of the pre-existing agent frameworks that already exist on ICP, or just use your regular off-chain ELISA or LangChain agent framework, but put part of the functionality on ICP, the front end, maybe do some Ethereum signing of transactions on ICP or something like that. The second bounty track we simply called only possible on ICP, because there are the features are listed there on the second slide. There are a whole number of features that are only possible on ICP currently. Of course, you can do them in an off-chain world, but if you want to do them in an on-chain world, most of them are only possible on ICP. So basically, build an Ethereum app and take as part of your application logic and extend it onto ICP. To make an application that is only possible on ICP. And the third track is use vet keys to store secrets on the blockchain. And vet keys is a weird word. It's a new feature we are launching soon. It has to do with, blockchains are really, really lousy at storing secrets, and that is a thing that we have aimed to solve. So a quick technical description is that the nodes of an ICP network are able to securely generate a cryptographic key and transfer that key to the front end safely. And once, of course, the front end is in possession with a cryptographic key, it can use that for all sorts of fun things, such as encrypting data, sending encrypted messages, etc. So we would like you to explore this new feature and build stuff like that, encrypted end-to-end messaging, secure file storage or something like that. And yeah, we're super excited to see what you build. Me and Jennifer, who's there, will be here for the full week. So just feel free, just approach us at the table or scan the code, join our Telegram chat, and we'll be able, we're happy to help you with ICP-related questions or anything dev-related. Thank you.
Applause for Christopher. Thank you so much. That is Internet Computer. Next up, we have Hedera. So give it up for Jake. Come over.
Hey, John.
I can plug this in this way.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
There we go, should be good.
And then just allow right here.
Yeah, allow. Okay, cool. Right, well, hello everyone. I am Jake. I work in dev relations at Hedera. I'll just give a really quick overview as to what Hedera is. So we're a layer 1 public distributed ledger governed by some of the biggest companies and universities in the whole world, across the whole globe. I've just got a QR code to our documentation there. In case you're interested, we're obviously EVM compatible. We've just had some really exciting integrations with Layer 0, Chainlink, Supra, Pyth over the last year or so to improve our EVM presence. So you can now sort of do integrations using oracles and bridges into your dApps as well. But also, we've got a lot of Web 2 friendly SDKs in types in JavaScript, Python, and sort of many other programming languages for those of you who are maybe more familiar with object-oriented programming. So just a bit about Hedera. I'm going to go now into our bounty. So we've got a total value of bounties of $50,000. The first one is our Explorers track. Now there's 5 $1,000 bounties. This is going to be perfect for those of you who are just getting into Hedera, maybe haven't used it before. The minimum requirement is you just build using one of our services. So that's our native token service. You can do that via our smart contracts on the EVM or the SDKs, which I mentioned earlier. The Hedera consensus service, that's just an immutable logging tool. And obviously the EVM. But if you are using the EVM, I'd recommend you do the EVM builder. So that's $20,000 in total, broken down over there. Number one price, 15 grand. And for this, you just need to build using our EVM, ideally using the integrations which I mentioned earlier, so the oracles and the bridges. That's going to give you some extra marks. And also, just as a point over here, if you use a hybrid approach where you use our Solidity EVM as well as the native token service, that's going to cut you in some good stead as well for the end results. The final one we have, AI and agents. Now, this is not exclusive just to AI agents. You can do anything related to AI, data provenance stuff. That's all going to be valid. $25,000 for this one, $10,000 for the first prize, and then you've got the... Oh no, okay. That should be over there, and that should be over here. So $15,000 for the first AI prize, $10,000 for EVM Builder, my mistake on that. And as I mentioned, anything to do with AI, you will qualify. I do want to quickly mention tomorrow at 10 past 2 p.m., I'm giving a workshop on how to build AI agents on Hedera. That's going to be using our LangChain AI agent integrations, as well as the ElizaKit plugin, which we have. And also, part of this qualification, if you actually contribute to our open source AgentKit SDK or our Eliza and LangChain plugins, this will also be totally valid. So want to mention that. And yeah, that's basically it for me. We've got a stool over there. All of us hopefully have a nice smile on our face, and really happy to.
You can really develop anything you want, and no UI is required. So all you have to do is just write smart contracts, and that's it. So I can give you a little bit of background, maybe on a couple of those, and putting unused liquidity to work. This is about the idle liquidity. So as you guys know, lending protocols have utilization, so there is a lot of liquidity that is basically there and doing nothing. So you can just take it and deposit to other places, other protocols, being that DeFi staking module, anything you want. And the cool thing is that you can just take the liquidity, the underlying assets from Silo, and you don't have to worry about the internals of the protocol, because protocol is working on internal balances. So you can just take the asset, send it somewhere, deposit anywhere, and the protocol will just keep working. The next, setting up lending markets for fixed time periods. So this is fixed time, fixed interest lending. Fixed time, fixed interest. You can really do like pool approach when the whole pool is fixed term. You can do peer-to-peer. You can do hybrid approach when liquidity is, it's a regular lending pool. You deposit to it and you earn interest. And then if someone, wants to do peer-to-peer lending, only then you withdraw and actually do like individual contract. And maybe one more that may not be so simple to understand is lender received the borrower's collateral as repayment instead of the loan token. So this one is about liquidations. So in regular lending market, you just have the collateral and the liquidator takes collateral, swaps to debt, and then repays the loan. In this case, what you could do is instead of repaying the loan, you actually give the lender the collateral of the borrower and call it a day, right? So it's rather defaulting instead of liquidations. And yeah, for the rest of the stuff, you guys can hit me up and our team on Telegram. So if you have any questions, let me know. We prepared the quick start repository for you. This is just something you should go there, fork it, and start writing the hook code. There are tests there that deploy all the Silo protocol for you as a fork, and deploy the market for you as well. And then you can just focus on writing the hook code instead of like fighting with Silo and with deployments and all the other issues you might get. You can obviously find us around here. We have a table right over there. And we have a Telegram group just for you guys. So if you have any questions, we're not at the table. We're helping some other developers. Just post a message there and we respond very quickly. So with any questions you might have. So yeah, take a picture, Telegram group, quick start repository. That's all you need to start your work. So thank you guys and good luck.
Good. Awesome. Next up, we have Base. So give a round of applause for Will.
Great job.
Come on, we need some energy. You folks did not had coffee, builders? If not, we also have coffee for you after the presentations. Round of applause for Will. All right, let's go. Let's see. Optimism is also here. You mark them green. There's only, I see 2 whites.
Yeah, so Humanity Protocol, this guy came and checked in about 20 minutes ago, and so he said he would be back. That's why he's yellow, but...
Okay, he's not back.
Well, no, but he's not.
Hey y'all, can you hear me okay? Good? All right, great. Well, thanks for being here, friends. My name's Will. I say, hey friends, we don't know each other, but we're all from someplace else, and we're all here because we feel like there's something better that we can be a part of. We have different skin colors, different genders, all kinds of things that make us different. But at the same time, we're still here today on our Sunday for different reasons, but still that core, and I think that's something that we can all try to build a friendship on. So, my name is Will. I'm from the Base team. We're building an open internet. Base is for everyone. And so what does that mean? When I explain this, I talk about how back in 2007, we all kind of had this era of phones, these dumb phones that all did the same thing, like they had like a calculator, we could play Snake, but not really much else. And then the iPhone came out. And then in the span of about 6 to 12 months, we had like a whole new era of apps, a whole new internet that became available to us. And I think we're in that place now, where to do things on chain, it's not too expensive anymore. It's not too slow anymore. It's getting really easy to build on chain. And now it's possible to have a new open internet that anybody can be part of. Anywhere around the world, all kinds of different apps powered by crypto that connect all of us together in a free and equitable way. So that's what we're doing on Base. But here today, it's the first day of this build-a-thon. Base is sponsoring 2 different tracks that you all can participate in. Super easy. The first one is build an AI-powered app on Base. We have all kinds of different agentic tools that are available to us that really within the last like 3 to 4 months have now hit new peaks of how easy it is to create really cool things that anybody can use. Combining that with Base, that opens the door to be able to build really new, creative, and novel applications that DeFi is not going anywhere, but for a lot of people around the world, they've been hearing about this thing called crypto for over a decade now. We're in an era right now where a bunch of new people want to come into this space, and going back to that same type of iPhone moment, combining that with something agentic is going to allow them to be able to do it in a much more efficient way, in a much more autonomous way, and so that's one of the tracks that we have here today that you all can build on. The second one is building a Farcaster mini app on Base. Some of you may or may not have used Farcaster. It's like a combination of X, where you have a feed, and also Reddit, where you have channels, kind of like subreddits that you can participate in. Farcaster mini apps are similar in nature to iframes, where you can embed a full application within that feed. And so what that does is when you build something, it gives it immediate network effects by being able to connect it to the social graph. So that whole part that we all go through, building things, getting it out there, trying to find people to use it, becomes a whole lot easier when you can connect that to Farcaster. Farcaster is really novel in the sense that the on-chain engagement rate compared to something like Facebook or X is extremely high. So when you go out there, you build something, you ship it, you can easily add a mini app to it and immediately connect it to a whole group of people that can start using it right from a Farcaster post. So that's the second track that we have here today. If you have any questions at all, we're just right on the other side of this booth. Just look for the Base sign. I'm gonna be here all week. Other team members from the Base team are gonna be here all week, and we're really excited to see what you all build. Thanks for being here. So, cheers.
Awesome. Next, we have Joshua from Coinbase Developer Platform. Let's give a big round of applause for Joshua.
Sure. All right, hey everyone, I'm Josh. I'm from Coinbase Developer Platform. Super excited to be here, excited to see what you all build this week. Coinbase Developer Platform takes all the tools that Coinbase uses to power its internal products and makes them available to any on-chain builder. So we have a powerful suite of APIs and SDKs that really let you build anything on-chain. That spans on-chain payments, on-chain AI with our agent kit, and on-chain apps with capabilities like our SDK, on-chain kit for powerful front-end components in React, on-chain data, and a number of other things. So I'll walk through all the bounties we have going on this week. The first one I want to walk through is the most innovative use of Agent Kit. So we have first place, second place, third place here. You can use Agent Kit in a model agnostic way. You plug in whatever model you want, and it lets you create and manage an AI agent that has on-chain superpowers. Has its own wallet, can transfer, can trade, can do staking, can interact with dozens of DeFi protocols. This is all just super easy. We have replit templates. It's open source if you want to add to it. So I hope you check that out this week. Best use of Coinbase Developer Platform SDK. This is our lower level SDK that AgentKit is built on top of. So we have APIs for creating wallets, both the EOAs and as well as smart wallets. APIs for staking, reputation, on-chain data, and a number of other things. So we have a first place and second place for building anything using CDP SDK. We got a consumer crypto prize going on. So if you use CDP SDK as well as that on-chain kit front-end library of React components, build something that you think everyday people will love, that has the potential to bring the next billion people on chain. We want to see what you can build that can help bring the world on chain, and have a $2,000 prize for that. And because this is the year of the regenerates, we thought it would be fun to do like a regen-themed prize. So we have a first place and second place here, something around kind of community, nature, inclusion, like whatever you think will help kind of create positive-sum games, regenerative outcomes, and make the world a better place. Show us what you got there, because it's the year of the regenerates. And then finally, we're always looking for feedback on how we can improve the platform. So we have a D form that's linked in the DevFolio site. You can submit feedback with your project name. And if you submit really thoughtful feedback, whether it's features we could add, bugs that you've encountered, docs improvements, whatever it might be, the most thoughtful piece of feedback, you get $1,000 for doing that. That's what I got. Again, Coinbase Developer Platform. Super excited to be here and see what you build. We got a booth right over here next to the base booth, so check us out. Excited to talk to you. Thank you.
Awesome. Next up, we have Optimism. So give it up for Hamdi.
Hey everyone, excited to meet you all. My name is Hamdi on the DevX team at Optimism. So the Optimism Collective single goal is to scale Ethereum. And the Superchain is a place where you can deploy your app with the best DevX, because we believe that Ethereum is going to scale with many chains. You just heard from Base, Unichain launched recently. So we're in this multi-chain ecosystem, and the Superchain is where we would like to scale Ethereum. So the way we're going to do that is with Superchain Interop, and that's coming live pretty soon. We already have a DevNet launched for this hackathon. So a quick overview, Superchain Interop, you get 0 slippage, 1 block latency across every chain in the Superchain. So you can do token transfers and messaging, but unique to the Superchain is the ability to horizontally scale your app through a mechanism which is reading events. So you can permissionlessly compose smart contracts via these event logs. And late last year, we made this feature available through a tool called SuperSim that allows you to locally spin up many chains and basically iterate on Superchain features before they launch. If you've been following along on Twitter, we've had a few demo apps that are open source, and you can play with them with SuperSim. An example of that is Tic-Tac-Toe, where without any cross-chain messaging, with no relaying, you can play Tic-Tac-Toe with people on different chains. So you see here we have a player in OP mainnet playing a player on Unichain. So you can make a move. And to show this composability feature, we also built another demo, Superchain Contests, which separate app, separate contract, but permissionlessly composes with a tic-tac-toe contract via the events emitted when a game is won. So you can see we have 2 contests running against the tic-tac-toe game on OP mainnet and Unichain. And because the game that I just made a move on resolved, it can read the event of that game. And you can see here when we click resolve, you have the event details. So we have these demo apps that you can look at for this hackathon, and we have bounties, $40,000 in total, and we would like to see what you build using Superchain Interop. So we have games, we have contests. We would like to see people build Super Arbitrage, which is like an arbitrage bot across the different chains, being able to swap pretty seamlessly across chains with Swap Smart. Multi-chain attestation, Superchain wallet, CDP, flash loan. So a variety of apps that you typically would use on a single chain. We want to see what it looks like across all these chains. And we have prizes and descriptions for each. To get started with Superchain Interop, if you just go to console.optimism.io and you go to the Getting Started tab, we have a plethora of links for the starter kit to make it easy to get started locally, Superchain ERC20 to move assets across chains. And like I mentioned earlier, this feature is live on DevNet. So it's coming to testnet soon, and soon after mainnet. But it's live on DevNet. You have all your RPC details here. So we have SuperSim that lets you basically do this all locally. You can then deploy on DevNet. And we have the track for the bounties that you can win for building applications. So console.optimism.io/getting started has all the information you might need. And the Optimism booth is just right over there. I'll be there all week, so if you just want to chop it up, Ethereum, Optimism, you need help with building your app, feel free to come by. Sweet. Nice to meet you all.
Awesome. Thank you, Hamdi. Next up, we have Flow. So give it up for Ali.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ali, the Flow Bro. And if you guys didn't know about Flow, it was essentially started by the team behind CryptoKitties. You might also know that as the first mainstream gamified NFT project that people are like, what the heck? Why are people putting images of cats on chain? It essentially throttled the Ethereum network, and it created a lot of the conversations we see even today about L2s, app chains, and scalability. So we decided to create our own layer 1 blockchain. We have a ton of different applications built on it. Some of the more famous ones are NBA Top Shot, NFL All Day, Disney Pinnacle, Mattel launched Barbie, et cetera. And we just became EVM equivalent. So we're seeing a massive amount of DeFi blow up in our ecosystem. For our bounties, we have 3 primary categories. The first one is the most killer app. And I'm not talking about Skynet here. When I say killer app, I mean the one with the most consumer adoption potential. Think about what ChatGPT did for AI. All of a sudden, your grandmother could use it to find recipes that she can't find on Google or any cookbook. Your brother could cheat on his homework. I mean, your brother could learn how to do math with it. You could use it for programming. It opened up the value of AI to a huge demographic. So we really want to see what is that killer moment for Web3 for everyday people. And it's a very broad category. It's probably going to be applicable for most hackathon solutions. But what we're really looking for is those targeting everyday people. And lastly, the best AI agent is the second one. I know it says launcher here, but that's a bit of a typo. We're looking for launchers as well as just awesome AI agents in general. And the best regenerative finance application. This year, ETHDenver is about the year of the regenerates. If you guys don't know too much about the whole change degens into regens movement, definitely follow Kevin Owocki and check out the Green Pill movement. At its core, it's about how do we move away from these zero-sum applications. We see hyper gambling, like Polymarket, meme coin. There's nothing wrong in those, but at the end of the day, where are the sustainable things that are actually creating wealth for everyone? We really want to see those types of applications in this. We have some smaller bounties in place, such as the best open source contribution to an ecosystem project on Flow. This is amazing if you want to actually work with real startups and builders, maybe land an internship in the future with them, create something that's actually going to be integrated in their production. We also have smaller bounties for the best plugins to Eliza on Flow, as well as the best developer feedback. Believe it or not, every year, maybe a ridiculously small amount of people fill out the best developer feedback. And so it's almost a guaranteed way for you to actually win a bounty. Just look through the developer docs or your overall experience building and give us feedback. I'm going to play a little bit of a video to show you guys a little bit more about these in depth that we prepared. Is the audio working? Do you guys hear it? Maybe I select sound and then black magic?
Yeah, should be. And we're on 2, black magic.
All right, I'm going to make some black magic here, apparently.
Gather round, noble builders and brave coders. The ETHDenver hackathon is upon us, and Flow calls upon thee to forge the future of Web3. Built for app developers, Flow offers speed, security, and low gas fees, empowering thee to build without limits. Where shall one gather to create? The mighty Hacker Castle, a sanctuary of wisdom, warm mead, and endless scrolls. The finest co-working realm in all of Denver. And what rewards await thee? Great treasures. The most killer app shall earn 15,000 gold coins. Build the next great DApp to change the realm, as ChatGPT did AI. Wielders of AI agents, 15,000 gold coins in bounties await thee. Show us automated invocations of the arcane. Those who seek balance through regenerative finance shall earn 12,000 in prizes. Build wisely, for prosperity must reach all. A noble eye agent named Eliza hath found her way to Flow. The chivalrous knight who can build the best plugin will be awarded 5,000 gold coins. Flow is the trusted home for legendary realms like the NBA, NFL, and Disney. Come forth, noble hackers. The Hacker Castle is where code is forged and legends rise. Builders, jesters, and visionaries alike, your destiny awaits. Hack on Flow at ETHDenver. Join us at the Hacker Castle. Join the Flow World Tour Hackers Telegram. Join Flow Discord and get the developer role. Check the DeFi toolbox and docs. To the castle, to glory, to Flow, and to free Wi-Fi.
Awesome, an AI-generated entity pitching for us. And what he was talking about was essentially this castle. If you guys want to take a break anytime, grab some coffee, attend a side event, we're going to be present the whole time. We're going to be going back and forth between the castle and hacking here. So definitely check it out, and let me know if you guys have any question. We'll be here all week. We have a booth in the back. And yeah, go with the flow. Have a good one, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, next up we have No Fee Swap. So give it up for Hamdi and Ramtin.
Is it full screen? Yeah, it's good. Look. Okay. Beautiful. There you go. That's live. Is it mic on? There you go. You're good. Hello, everyone. We are Ramtin and Mehdi from NoFeeSwap team, a decentralized automated market-making protocol. We have just unveiled our brand new code base this week, the result of a long time of stealth mode work that we have been working on. And we have set a $100,000 bounty reward here for finding security risk in our protocol code base. And we invite you to attend our presentations this week on Tuesday afternoon in Biddle Week and also Thursday afternoon in the main weekend. We'll have more time for a deeper dive into the protocol there.
All right, please check out the protocol's GitHub repositories right away to nourish your curiosity. You'll find our code base, yellow paper, and a lot of explanations and comments there. There is a core repository where the main DEX functionalities live. There is also an operator repository where there is a highly flexible contract to be used for interactions with the core, including highly customizable router and slippage protection methods. There is a hooks repository where an incentive rewards program is built through a hook. There is a vault repository where a staking rewards program lives. There is a governance repository where governance contracts based on the Compounds protocol are housed. There is a docs repository as well, where you can find the protocol's yellow paper. It is a bit more detailed than the kind of documents people are used to. If you find the level of documentation in the yellow paper too much and find it hard to complete in Denver, you can skip it and go directly to the code-based repositories. There is a massive amount of inline comments in the code base as well. Additionally, our team is here in ETHDenver to answer any questions that you may have.
So NoFeeSwap is all about providing every feature that liquidity providers and swappers, either retail or institutional, might look for. Many of the features are optional, and depending on the use case, you might want to use them or not. And the current industry standard is rigid and not very optimal. So the liquidity providers are not experiencing enough growth, and swappers are forced to pay large fixed fees. In the current DEXs, the liquidity providers can offer something like this shape that you see, meaning that there is a fixed fee mechanism and there is a specific amount of liquidity over all the other prices. The only variable to select for the pool there is the fee level, and then a step function is enforced as opposed to being able to incorporate any arbitrary function. We will show in our presentations how this rigid form is hurting both liquidity providers and swappers and cause inefficiency. So what if the shape of the offered liquidity distributions can be under the control of liquidity providers? What if liquidity providers can make a lot more profit with their own desired formulas? And what if the liquidity providers can actively change their liquidity provision formulas? And more importantly, what if simultaneously the bid-ask spread of the pool can be eliminated? Pool prices can have pinpoint accuracy, and the fee burden can get off the shoulder of swappers. So Noviswap gives you the answer on how to build such a perfect world with mathematically guaranteed security for everyone. We allow pools to include formulas that determine the shape of liquidity within each concentrated liquidity interval. And also we limit the formulas to the ones that are safe and profitable for LPs. And this family of formulas are mathematically characterized and explained in the yellow paper. Noviswap introduces a lot of new methods that you might be interested to explore. For example, there are numerical methods, calculus functions for the swap calculations, where provided liquidity can have arbitrary shapes and formulas. And there are numerous solidity methods used for gas efficiency in the protocol. And there are a lot of new DEX features that introduced for the first time, both for liquidity providers and swappers. You can participate and focus on the parts that align with your interest and expertise. And since there are a lot of new methods introduced and the protocol is unveiled here for the first time, we appreciate feedback from all the dev community here. And lastly, we would like to emphasize that the opportunities are not limited to this $100,000 competition. If you think you can build value for Noviswap, we definitely need to talk ASAP. And also, if any of this interests you, please stop by at our table right here to share your thought about this newborn project. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, it's on, yeah. Awesome, give it up for Noviswap. Next up, we have Humanity Protocol. All right, Sushan, come up on stage. Let's have Humanity Protocol next. Yeah.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Sushan, DevRel at Humanity Protocol. And what is Humanity Protocol? Well, we are building a humanity layer with proof of humanity using palm scanning biometrics for being able to build a decentralized identity graph on the blockchain, and further attaching all kinds of verifiable credentials once you've proved that a unique human being on chain, and unlock multiple use cases based on your creativity with verifiable credentials. In terms of development, so we've got our APIs for where you can utilize our human DIDs and build on top of our humanity protocol, where you're sure that the DID that is interacting with your application is a human being, and further, you can possibly attach all kinds of credentials to that DID and build on top of it utilizing the W3C standards, which is the World Wide Web Consortium standards, making it seamless and interoperable. In terms of use cases, well, using the concept of verifiable credentials and DIDs, we can unlock a lot of unique and interesting use cases, whether it's making sure that the people that are interacting with your application is a real human being and not a bot or a Sybil, or if you're not going through Sybil attacks. You can just utilize the DID framework and also attach unique verifiable credentials or utilize the verifiable credentials associated with the DID, like maybe their nationality or specific credentials, like they have worked at a specific place or graduated from a specific place, etc. So this unlocks many use cases, even for DeFi. For instance, you want to have AML and regulatory compliant interactions like DEX, DeFi interactions on DEXs or pools, etc. And many other use cases where you just want to make sure that it's a real human being and incentivize them for interacting with your application. In terms of the hackathon, we've got a couple of tracks. To begin with, we've got the track for building a mobile app for storing, presenting, and verifying the DID and verifiable credentials associated with the DID. So get creative, build an interesting mobile app with good UX, so that it's really easy to onboard the users utilizing the DID, and further, get creative with all kinds of verifiable credentials that you want to associate the DID with, and build a good mobile app. And the top project is going to be rewarded with $5,000. And coming to the other track, it's going to be, again, utilizing the verifiable credentials. It can be a web app or mobile app or anything, but come up with a unique use case attaching the verifiable credentials to the DID and build on top of Humanity Protocol. For instance, maybe you want to just get a use case where you want the employment to be verified or GitHub contributions of the user, and you know that it's a real human being contributing, and of course, not multiple accounts or Sybils. You can just build a use case on top of it. So get creative and go ahead and build a unique use case which is really practical and makes sense, utilizing human DIDs and verifiable credentials. And the judging criteria is, of course, going to be the functionality, the practical viability of the use case that you're trying to utilize the DID and verifiable credentials for, making sure that it's valuable for the users and makes sense. And it's got to be working end-to-end, functional. It shouldn't be like a half-baked project. And the novelty in terms of how unique the use case is. And we would love for DeFi use cases, as we believe that a lot of DeFi use cases can be integrated with our human DID and verifiable credentials. And of course, the technical implementation in terms of best practices and the UX. The UX is super crucial, as it should be seamless for the users to get onboarded onto your application. And we've got the docs out here, and if you want any kind of help, you can join our Discord and ping me. I'm Luniak Lama, or just post your doubts out there on the Devs Arena channel. And please go ahead and fill this developer form if you're trying to build on top of Humanity Protocol, so that we can provide you the API keys for building on top of our SDK. And yeah, that's it. Pretty much have fun building, and we would love to help you out if you've got any doubts. We'll be around throughout the hackathon. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Shushan. Awesome. Now, while we were presenting the Internet Computer Bounty, we had a bit of technical issue where our online audience could not hear it. So we're going to invite Christopher back to present it again and make sure our online audience is also aware of the bounties. Thank you so much for bearing it with us. And Christopher, thank you so much for presenting it again. Round of applause for Christopher.
Hey everyone, again. I am Christopher, developer advocate at Dfinity and the Internet Computer. You know, sometimes the Ethereum suit can feel a little bit too tight when developing, and we need to step outside. We need to reach outside of Ethereum and to access stuff like, do stuff like complex computation, store large volumes of data, or access more, have better privacy, increased speed, or lower fees, or whatever. And some of you might know that ICP is an L1, but my message here to you today is not to convince you to replace your whole tech stack with ICP. Instead, I'm saying to you, a clear message, consider using ICP as an Ethereum scaling solution. So just as well as you might consider EigenLayer or RISC-0 or some other scaling solution when you need to expand what your Ethereum application can do, consider ICP as well. So ICP plays really, really well with Ethereum specifically, since we support ECDSA signatures. Smart contracts on ICP can sign Ethereum transactions, and likewise, smart contracts on ICP can monitor Ethereum to pick up messages coming from Ethereum. So we have a really easy two-way communication between ICP and Ethereum. And in addition to that, ICP smart contract can do a whole host of cool stuff that is difficult to do on Ethereum, such as doing HTTPS outcalls and effectively acting as their own oracles. We can use timers to create cron-like features. We can store up to 400 gigabytes per smart contract, and we can access true randomness. And also we can store secrets. We can keep secrets. I'll get back to that one. This year, we have made quite a significant investment in ETHDenver bounties because we believe that this narrative is really exciting, scaling Ethereum onto ICP, use ICP as a scaling solution. So we have invested 39K in 3 bounty tracks, where each track will be awarded with up to 7K for the first place, 4K for the second place, and 2K for the third place. And now let's have a look at the bounties. The first bounty is about building an on-chain AI agent or agent framework plugin. So that might be you developing something that is using one of the pre-existing agent frameworks for ICP and doing a full on-chain thing. It might be we can actually run LLMs on-chain on ICP, small ones. Or it might be you running an off-chain AI agent in a framework such as ELISA, and you take a part of that application logic and place it onto ICPs. You can host the front end or manage the wallet more securely without having to have a private key stored on some, I don't know, DigitalOcean droplet or whatever. The second bounty we call only possible on ICP, and that is sort of a catch-all bounty. So we want you to explore extending an Ethereum application onto ICP. So these features that are described on the second slide, use some or more, or one or more of these features to build something that can only be achieved on ICP. And the third one is about vet keys. Vet keys is an upcoming feature of the Internet Computer, which is super, super exciting. At least I think that. It means that smart contracts on ICP, or the nodes of the subnet where the smart contracts run, can together create an encrypted cryptographic key that gets sent to the front end. And of course, once in possession of an cryptographic key, the front end can do all sorts of cool stuff. It can encrypt data, basically. And that means that we can easily build use cases like end-to-end encrypted messages, secure file storage, an application where you can write your notes and share with your friends securely, or whatever. Any kind of use case you can think of that involve on-chain and secrets, or you can use those two words together in one sentence securely. We can do identity-based encryption. I think that's it. Those were the 3 bounties. I will be here for the full week. We are super excited to see what you build. We are here, me and Jennifer, and also parts of the rest of the team. We're ready to help you with any ICP-related question or any other development-related question for that matter. So look us up, meet us by our table, or scan the code here and join our Telegram group, and we'll see you. And good luck and happy hacking. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Christopher. I hope it was audible to our online audience too. Next up, we have Decent DAO. Rachel and Adam, come over. Round of applause for Decent DAO now.
Coming out from
It'll be from the speakers over there.
Okay, cool. So,
Full screen it.
can you help Adam? I don't see.
What'd you say, Alex? Oh, and can you just send some audio?
Send some audio.
I hear it coming off of here. Okay, then you need to go to your settings and select Black Magic.
Organization or a DAO.
There it is. Okay, so you can go ahead and hit play.
Okay. Okay, hello ETHDenver 2025. How we feeling? Woo woo! Thank you guys for having us. So excited to be here today. Today, by the way, my name's Rachel on Chain. I'm from Decent Labs, head of business development. And today I'm going to be breaking down our bounty, creating a DAO with Decent. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and play our video for today. Hello everyone, Rachel on Chain here, head of BD from Decent Labs.
Hi everyone, I'm John Huang, CTO at Decent Labs.
And today we're super excited to welcome you to create a DAO with Decent DAO, our bounty for ETHDenver 2025. This bounty invites you to showcase your skills by deploying a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO, using Decent DAO. And we're super excited to reward the best creators here. Let's dive in and let's talk about the steps that you need to follow to win our bounty. All right, step 1, you're going to go to app.decentdao.org and create a DAO. Step 2, you're going to allow settings in the protocols to be modified and deploy your protocol contracts with the DAO as the owner. Step 3, you're going to create a proposal in DecentDAO to modify settings in the protocol. Create templates for extra points. And last but not least, send us the address of your DAO. That way we can review your proposal and the history for the bounty. And John, if you want to take over here, we're going to have John go through and screen share and show you step by step how you can complete this bounty. John, take it away.
Once you go to app.decentdao.org, just click on Create DAO. And this is the flow you use to create any DAOs you want and release the tokens. I'm going to create a Denver DAO on Sepolia for testing, and I want to use tokens for voting, so I'm creating an ERC20 DAO. Okay, as we'll release a new token, Denver token, then 1 million sounds good. I'm gonna give myself a little bonus of 1,000. I'm gonna leave all the default settings and click deploy. You cannot see this in the screen recording, but the wallet is prompting me to send transaction, and you can see the DAO is being deployed. It's gonna take a few seconds, and let's wait.
Deployment successful.
Yep, we should have another prompt which shows the new DAO information. Brilliant. Now we have the new DAO. Now, this is the important part. You want this address, copy, and put it into your smart contract as the owner. So in the future, whenever you want to change the settings in this smart contract, you have to go through the DAO to make a proposal and go through the voting. I'm not going to deploy a contract here just to save time, but I'm going to show you how to make a proposal. Before I make a proposal, I need to delegate the tokens to myself. That's standard EVM practice. Okay. And I send the transaction, now wait for it. Okay. Once you have your DAO created, it's super easy. This address is important. You want to copy it and put in your code as the owner of the protocol. So any changes to the protocol has to go through this DAO. And to create the proposal, just click on Create Proposal button here, put in some title and description. For the voters, you can give them another web page explaining the details of this change and put in the additional resources. Next, paste in the address of your smart contract. We parse the ABI, find all the functions in your ABI, and we understand the function and the parameters. For example, if your smart contract has a transfer function, we know it takes an address and an amount. And you can put in your address and whoever you want to send to or the amount here. Now, most of the time, you want to have settings here to be available to be changed by the DAO. Once you put in all the data, just click Create Proposal. The wallet will prompt you, and you just go through the transaction and create a proposal. Once the proposal is created, I'm going to show some live proposal. Once the proposals are created, you can see it on the homepage of your DAO, and voters can click and vote. Your token holders can click into the proposal and vote. And voting is super simple. Yes, no, or abstain, and click vote. That's it. Again, it's important to include the address of your DAO in your project submission. We are going to look at your proposal history and make a decision on the bounty.
Okay, and lastly, John, let's go ahead and talk about these bounty prizes. So at first place, we have $2,000, and second place, we have $1,000. John, can you go through what we're looking for the first place and second place winners?
Yes, of course. Most importantly, we want the developers to use common sense and use good practices on the management of their deployment. Use DAO to deploy your protocol and use DAO to control your protocol. That includes common settings in your protocol, maybe even a kill switch in case your DAO or in case your protocol is compromised. When we look at your proposals, we want to see changes of settings in your protocol, including detailed descriptions and education pieces for your voters. Get them engaged. Tell them what to expect, educate them. Create good proposal is a good practice for DAO governance and important for your token holders.
Okay. And lastly, if you're watching this and you want to connect with Decent Lab, check out our website at decentdao.org or follow us on Farcaster, X, GitHub, or LinkedIn at Decent DAO.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing all the great protocols that you guys deploy.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. Good luck to all the builders at ETHDenver 2025. Thank you, everyone, for watching this video, and good luck at the ETHDenver 2025 hackathon. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that pretty much sums it up. And yeah, for anybody that has questions, if you want to get involved, if you want to jump in and work on this bounty, we have our co-founder here, Adam Gall, who will be able to answer any of your more technical questions. So yeah, you can come hang out, come connect with us right after this. So thank you, everyone.
You're fine now. Thank you.
Not done yet, folks. We still have few more bounty presentations, so hang tight.
Yours is the only one. And there's going to be audio. Should I play it? Oh, to give it a
GM, y'all. My name is.
All right, next up we have Uniswap. So I'm just going to play this video since they're not here in person.
GM, y'all. My name is Stevie. I'm head of community at Uniswap Labs. We are super excited to be at ETHDenver this year. You can find us at the Unichain booth throughout the conference, and we are offering 2 separate tracks for bounties at this year's hackathon, both built on Unichain. The first is Uniswap v4 on Unichain innovation. The second is Unichain DeFi innovation. The first one intends to leverage Uniswap v4 hooks in an innovative way on top of Unichain, and the second one is dedicated more for general DeFi innovation. We will be offering $15,000 worth of bounties across both, so $7,500 total each, broken across 3 separate prizes. We are really excited to see what you talented hackers and developers come up with. Come say hello at the Unichain booth. See you soon.
Welcome to ETHDenver.
All right, next up we have Galaxy. I'm just going to play the video for them.
2025. We're inviting you to build with the industry's leading projects. Galaxy, your Web3 super app, where seamless Web3 experiences come to life. At Galaxy, we're onboarding the world to Web3. It all began with Galaxy Quest, the most popular Web3 community building platform. With over 32 million users, 6,000 trusted partners, and more than 1 billion quests completed, Galaxy Quest is where communities grow and thrive. Next, we launched Galaxy Passport, your universal Web3 identity with 1 million holders. And Galaxy Score, your reputation score across the metaverse. As Web3 evolves, so do the ways we distribute value. With EarnDrop, projects can securely and seamlessly distribute tokens at scale, backed by the largest credential network in Web3. Meet Alva, your AI-powered research assistant, built to cut through the noise and deliver real-time insights on crypto projects, tokens, and trends. All of this is built on Gravity, our ultra-fast parallel EVM Layer 1 blockchain. You get unmatched speed and efficiency, delivering 1 gigagas throughput with sub-second finality. And with mere zero gas fees, you can spend less and hodl more. Because it's EVM compatible, unlocking Ethereum's ecosystem has never been easier. Built with security that begins trust. It leverages proof of stake and cutting-edge staking protocols for ultimate protection. Plus, it's got massive reach, allowing you to access Gravity's over 25 million crypto users instantly. Gravity isn't just another blockchain. It's the L1 built for mass adoption and an omni-chain future. Our bounties focus on the hottest trends and cutting-edge tech, meme coins on Solana, parallel EVM, AI agents, and more. Are you ready to innovate with us? We're offering 5 exciting bounties that span everything from performance benchmarking to DeFi innovation. Each one is designed to solve real-world problems while showcasing your skills. Build the ultimate leaderboard for high-performance EVM blockchains. This bounty challenges you to benchmark chains using key metrics like throughput, latency, and finality. You'll set the standard for evaluating blockchain performance with prizes of up to $3,000. Help us build a robust framework to evaluate crypto-focused agents. From timeliness to insightfulness, your work will define how we assess AI agents in Web3. Ready to take on the challenge? Prizes up to $3,000 are waiting. Create a real-time alert system for Solana meme tokens. Build customizable alerts and push notifications to empower traders with instant insights. Stand out, and you could take home up to $3,000. Build the first central limit order book-based DEX on Gravity. Showcase Gravity's high throughput and low fees by creating advanced trading features like margin trading and risk management. Win up to $5,000 and revolutionize DeFi. Calling all blockchain researchers. Design innovative mechanisms for parallel EVM chains that incentivize the deployment and execution of parallelizable smart contracts. Your research could guide the next evolution of blockchain economics and earn you $3,000. Our bounty program is led by some of the best minds in blockchain. We're here to support you every step of the way. Are you ready to build, innovate, and win? Join us at our table or learn more about our bounties here.
All right. One last bounty presentation. A quick shout out to Aura. They are not here, so I'm just gonna quickly show you how to get to the Aura bounties. All you gotta do, if you can see my screen, is head over to the ETHDenver DevFolio website, that is ETHDenver2025.devfolio.co. Head over to prices section, and I'm just gonna quickly search Aura here, and that's their bounty. So I'm just gonna quickly run through it. So the bounty is about using Aura's decentralized API for inference in your AI agents. And what you have got to do is implement their resilient model service, RMS, using the best available models here. And if I am a person who is seeing this for the first time, I would ideally just read through this entire bounty for all the context. And the prize amount is my favorite number, 3,333. So there are top 2 winners. First one gets $2,000. Second gets 1,333. A couple of requirements mentioned by them, that is to implement their RMS APIs, providing a demo video, providing code snippet of the of your project, definition of what a successful project looks like, any UI UX requirements. We are leaning towards a useful full stack demo. How the judges of Aura will be judging it, keep an eye on that. The impact you bring to their organization by building on this project, and useful resources you should go through. There are a couple of good use cases, and that is it. A quick shout out to Aura. And that is all for bounty presentation, folks. So you can resume your bidding. And just a heads up, if you ever got lost, you're not sure where the bounties are, head over to DevFolio. So ETHDenver2025.devfolio.co. Just head over here, and you will find the schedule for the bidlathon. You will find the prizes for the bidlathon. You can reach out and you can participate and have all the context here. If you want to reach out to a partner, a sponsor, head over to their desk or tag them in the Discord channel. If you want to reach out to DevFolio, we'll be here with the DevFolio/mentor booth behind the stage, or you can tag us on Discord using the DevFolio role in Spoke DAO server. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll see you. Never stop building, and let's get resume to building.